Hey guys, welcome to Tempest Podcast and Radio. I'm your host, Aiden Wilson, and today I'm with Jordan Rooks. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. So you play varsity football.
Yep.
How long you been on there?
About 3 years.
What made you start playing football?
I'd say it's just my mom. She wanted to get me out of my comfort zone, and I was really shy, so she was like, just pushed me kind of into football, and I fell in love with it after that.
Okay. When did you start?
When I was around 6-ish.
So a good while ago.
Yeah.
You play defensive end, right?
Yep.
You ever thought about playing offense?
I used to be a running back. So
Okay.
I love offense, but I think defense has my heart.
Why'd you stop playing running back?
Moved here. We had Jaden Blue, so I was like,
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah. What has varsity football taught you that you could use that would benefit you in life?
Mainly just that, when you take an L, just shrug it aside and keep on going. So, like, when I'm in school, let's just say I fail a test, just shrug that aside, do the test corrections, pass, just keep my head up.
Okay. How many plays do you have to memorize?
50 to 60.
50, 60? Out of all those, which one's your favorite?
I would say either an Oscar or an exit, just where I have to drop in the pass coverage or go in the A gap.
Okay. What's your personal, like, out of the 10, 11 years you've been playing, what's your favorite memory?
It was probably around 6th, 7th grade where, they just put me out in the pass and they were just like, catch the ball, and it was 7-7, really good game, and they just threw it up there. I caught it and won the game for my team.
Nice. So college football, NFL, high school football that you've watched on TV, what's your favorite moment?
Probably the Auburn Miracle. I forgot who they were playing, but they kicked the ball, and it was a field goal, and it was tied. I think they're going into overtime, and Auburn caught the ball on the PAT and ran it back for a touchdown and won the game.
Is Auburn a possible school you're looking at?
I don't think so. Not right now, but they could be. Could be a possibility.
Okay. Because I know you like balancing school, football, and like relationships. How do you do it?
I don't know. It's just kind of worked it up over the years of just, having things at separate times. I have a schedule, so, I have football during 5th period. I know that, during 4th period or 3rd period, I have to wake up a little bit. And then, I just kind of squeeze everything in. When I get home, I do homework immediately. I get just enough sleep to where I'm not super, super tired in the morning. So, yeah.
So y'all had your game last night. How'd it go?
It went really good, 56-21.
Nice.
I don't think we could have done any better than that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sadly, I couldn't make it to that game.
You're good.
But I will be at next week's game.
Yeah.
So, who are you playing next week?
Sirens, I think.
Is it a home game?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. So y'all better come out to that game.
Yep.
What has, like, being in varsity for 3 years, what have you learned from upperclassmen in the time?
That things are going to get tough. Like, they're always tough, You're always getting thrown at, with new challenges and stuff, because every team has a different scheme, so we have to have a new scheme for every other team, and it's just, like, a lot to handle. So it's just pay attention, keep your right mindset, all that.
What are some personal goals for your football season, for your final high school football season?
Defensive MVP is probably the number one. And then, getting all district first team and just getting an offer, getting more than one offer. So I have an offer from Grayson University.
Yeah.
And I have a call with Bethel today.
Oh, cool.
Much.
Well, good luck on that call.
Thank you.
What like I guess there's like a time where you sat down as a team and you guys made up some goals.
Mm-hmm.
What goals did you guys make up?
All district champions for sure, and just to get farther than the second round in the playoffs. First year we got in the first round of the playoffs, then we got the second round. Now trying to get to the third round and beyond.
Yeah. So with that, you've played very hard people in the past.
Very.
Some good teams. If you could go back to play any one of them, which one would it be?
Either Westfield or Bridgeland. Just want to get my rematches with them people.
Westfield was a good game.
Absolutely.
I think the stands love that game.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't, it's not the outcome we wanted. I think people came and enjoyed the show.
For sure, we enjoyed it.
They definitely put up a good fight, and it was so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Well, we're hoping that we can get that again and a win.
Hopefully.
So best of luck in that.
Thank you.
What is being, what is it like coaches taught you?
Just to respect others, and it's kind of just treat everybody else as if like you want to be treated. We have our core values and our pillars. I think our main like core value that I could think of is probably like discipline and stuff. And it's just they always teach me to respect others and just keep on going.
Mm-hmm. So there's gonna be a ton of hard challenges, especially because there's COVID. Even though they've lessened up on the regulations, what do you think are gonna be like the hardest challenges you're gonna have to face?
Probably just like the quick turnarounds like we had this week. We did really good on it, but going from like a Saturday game to a Thursday game, we only have 3 days to prepare.
Yeah.
Our bodies are weakening, and we're working out a lot, and we're always beating each other up. So I think that'd be the main challenge, is just keeping our body right and healthy for games.
Do you think that Cain football is like prepared for the hard challenges?
Absolutely. Our coaching staff is just, they go through so much just to get us in the right positions.
So if, say, you make it to round 3 of the playoffs this year and Westfield is your opponent, what do you think it'll be a different outcome?
Absolutely. I think that, we're going to go in there with the right mindset, and we're going to win it.
Yeah, definitely. I believe a great mindset can get you lots of good things.
For sure.
So what you're continuing after high school?
Absolutely.
So what are some of your top schools that you want to go
to? Sam Houston will probably be number 1, just because they have the things I want to study, and Baylor would probably be 1 as well, and UT. Any big time Texas school I really want to go to, not just for football but for academics as well.
With continuing after high school, what are your goals after college?
Obviously the NFL. I want to get far into that and help my moms out and stuff. But if that doesn't work, definitely like photography and videography stuff. Want to just stick in this region because it's fun,
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. So we have new people every year coming to varsity. Sophomores, juniors, seniors, and sometimes even freshmen. What advice could you give to future varsity players?
Like I said before, it's gonna get tough. There's a lot thrown at you at all times. You get put in situations that as a person you really don't like to be in, and you just have to push through it. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get that time. Also be patient. Like sometimes it takes a minute to just get into that varsity set where you need to sometimes it's not gonna be about you. Like you're not always gonna make the play. You need to be patient because your time's gonna come.
Mm-hmm. So you got thrown onto varsity sophomore year?
Yeah.
Was that jumping from JV to varsity a difficult task?
It wasn't a difficult task. It was just new, I was smaller. I was 5'11", 190 back then, going against dudes who were 6'8", 300.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little hard, but I think my coaches, they just started feeding me right, and then they started putting me through these, good workouts, and I got bigger and stronger.
So moving up and all that is a big thing, and seniors leaving is also a very big thing because they help develop the program, especially the last class, because we're a new school. Yeah. They helped develop the program to what it is now. Was it difficult to change without them there?
No, because they set the bar. You know what I mean? We're going off of every senior's expectations. So the last seniors, they left some expectations, and we're trying to uphold them. And then once we leave, we have these expectations that the lower class have to uphold too.
Okay. What expectations did they leave?
To win, obviously, and just to keep fighting. Just get farther and farther and farther until that state championship, rings in our hands.
Do you think we can see a state championship in the future?
In the future, most definitely. We keep rising up every year, and I feel like just sooner or later we're gonna hit that point to where like, oh, let's go, it's game time.
Okay. I would definitely, that would be exciting, especially if it happened this year.
For real.
But Texas is a big football state.
Yeah.
So there are some good teams like Duncanville, North Shore, all those. So do you think you could compete against them and it'd be a relatively close game?
I think that if we have a good game plan, our coaching staff could just get us right in the amount of time that we have, and I feel like we can put in a good enough fight to where we could possibly win. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that would be definitely a game to remember.
Definitely.
So there was a bit of controversy. Jaden Blue committed to UT over the summer, and then he also decided to not play football his senior year. Was that a hard thing for football?
No, because we love Jaden, and he's a big part of our team, but we can't go off of just one person.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, if one person decides to leave, and I honestly think it was a good choice considering that he's a big-time player. He's going to go to UT and do amazing. So he needs that rest and that body considering what he's going to go through in college. So, But, yeah, still, we can't go off of one person. If one person decides to leave, we got to keep on pushing through and switch up personnel groups.
Who took his spot?
Ramir Mcrae, number 1.
How's he doing?
He's doing great. He had 2 touchdowns last night.
Nice.
One big one, 59 yards straight down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then there's also the receiver. He's a receiver, Matthew Golden's receiver, right?
Yep.
He holding up fine?
Yeah, he actually did really good too. A couple of touchdowns himself and a really good catch. He had like a one-handed catch.
Oh.
It was super nice. He's committed to TCU.
Oh yeah. How are so you definitely have new people how are they holding up from the switch from JV or freshman to varsity?
They loving it. They're doing great. There's honestly nothing to say about it because they came up and they're like, yeah, I'm used to it already. There's some challenges thrown at them here and there, but I think they're doing awesome.
Nice. Well, what would you say is what's the best part about being on varsity?
Just being under the lights, just
definitely
hearing the crowd in the background when you're on the field. When you do a good play, I think that's just it. When the game ends, you have all the parents saying hello. You don't even know the parents, and they're talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best part is just getting the recognition that you deserve.
If you could go back to, let's say, any game that you've ever played in your high school career, what game would it be?
Our first year getting to the playoffs. It was Oak game right before to get into the playoffs.
Oh, that game was.
And we won by 1 point.
That game was intense.
That was my first varsity game starting. And it was just amazing. I'd love to just replay that whole day.
I remember that game. That was sophomore year?
Yeah.
That was an intense game. People in the stands were on edge.
For real.
And then y'all beat them, and the stands just blew up.
Yep.
That was a good game to remember. Y'all have had a lot of good games to remember. You have made some great history here in the 5 years we've been open.
Absolutely, yeah, I think so.
That's crazy. Almost. That's wow. So you've been on ESPN, and we've only been open for 5 years. So I can't remember the name of the school, but you heard about the high school that like tricked ESPN to get on them?
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name.
I remember it like I know it started with a B. That's all I know.
Yeah. Well, what did you guys think of that?
Well, first of all, congratulations for them that they actually got that far. But I mean, I don't even know. It's just. It's
crazy. It's
crazy.
Funny, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
It was a bit of shocker to everyone.
A little bit, yeah.
High school football is nationwide. If you could play any team from any part of the country, who would you play?
It's a good question because I want to go do too hard of a team like IMG Academy.
Oh my!
We would just get whooped by them. I'm just sure it was you. I don't know. It's a good question. Probably some, just a team is, new and as good as us. Just give us a good challenge.
Mm-hmm. So, with us, you going to college soon. What do you're continuing football and you're getting offers. What is it looking like that you're going to go to? You want to give us a little sneak peek of what your decision is?
If it comes down to it, probably be Sam Houston. just even without a offer, I think I'm just gonna walk on there and just do my best to get.
Sam Houston's a pretty good football team, especially that comeback they had last year.
Absolutely,
that was a pretty nice comeback to watch. With NFL, what team would you play?
Hopefully the Giants, but I'll take anything that I can get. But I grew up in New York, so I'm a big New York person. I like the Yankees, all that stuff.
You have like 4 different. I don't know how many uniforms you guys have.
Yeah, we have the purple one, the white, there are all types of combinations.
Yeah. What is your favorite one to wear?
It'll probably be either the all purple with the purple helmets or all white, just because the all white looks really
The all white looks good. The gray one also looks good. The one against Westfield,
yeah,
that one's pretty good. So you guys have pregame rituals, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your pregame rituals?
We have a speaker that we always bring, and we just jam out in the locker room. Or we have, after our pregame warm up, Coach Clancy takes us over in the edge of the end zone, and he goes, when I say rain, you say Cain. He go rain, Cain, rain, Cain. And then he goes, woo, and then we all go, woo, like kind of a Ric Flair type of woo.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best part. That really gets the blood flowing.
Yeah. So with the speaker, there's got to be some restrictions of music you can play. Is there any restrictions, or can you play anything in the locker room?
It's just anything. If it's clean, it's clean. If it's not clean, then it's not clean.
What are some of the most songs? What are the songs get you hyped up the most?
Anything by Meek Mill, The Baby. Pooh Shicey's been a real big thing. So yeah, just that type of music.
So at the start of games, I was in the band for 3 years, so I always played the fight song when y'all ran out. But the first game against Bridgeland, I got to watch you run out because I was on the other side of the end zone shooting film. What's it like running out of that tunnel?
Oh, it's just like everything. Everything is just combined into one. So you got, you get the cheerleaders on both sides cheering for you. You get the flags running in front of you, and everyone cheering in the stands. It's just amazing. It's super dark in the tunnel, and then you shoot out, and you got smoke everywhere, and it's just light. You're just getting reborn.
I don't know if you've seen those football teams who have those chants.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all have a chant that you do before you run out?
Yeah, he's like, "Where are my dogs at?" And we go, "Ooh," and then he keeps on doing that, and we go, "Where are my animals at?" And we go, "Ah," and we just keep on doing that until the thing's open.
Yeah. Is you get the same feeling when you're home and away when you run out of the tunnel? Because I know away games, you can get less people and the crowd is a little bit not as filled.
It doesn't matter. Our heart rate still goes up, and the blood's still pumping, and the hype is still there.
Nice. It's a little bit of a dumb question, but if you could add another chant to hype you guys up, what would you add?
I don't know. Shut up, but the other one that we use is kind of not school.
Oh, that's fine. It's football. We don't know what you say on the field, and I don't think we want to know.
I don't think y'all want to know. Yeah, it gets kind of wordy.
Yeah. How's the trash talking on the field?
It gets intense. Sometimes too they're really nice, or you get mean. And then refs are like, "Hey, calm down," but they can like it. I think they like it, so we just continue.
I don't think has a fight ever broke out at a game? I don't remember any.
Not while I'm on varsity. I know in JV a couple of times, but not much on varsity,
If a fight started and it wasn't our team that threw the first punch, would you join in?
Nah, I stay on the sideline, because you could get, time off of the next game, and obviously you get punished during practice. So
yeah,
I'm gonna just stay on the sideline.
Yeah, just stay on the sidelines. That's smart. So we don't expect any fights soon.
Nah.
So Westfield comes back, we're not gonna get in their faces like they did last time.
We could get in the face like that, but no punches are gonna be swung.
When they came out, I remember the game. It was an intense game. They came out with their speaker. They were jamming out, and then their crowd was kind of going off a little bit. But then y'all came out, and our side blew up.
Yeah.
We blew up, and the other side started going higher, and it was just a scream off. And then y'all got in each other's faces, and it took your coaches and Westfield's coaches to get y'all to separate. What was going through your mind during that?
Just, I felt like a headhunter at that point. You know, I was there for my teammates, and whatever happened, you know, I was already in the middle of this. I might as well. But I was ready to play. I was ready to beat them.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, it wasn't the outcome that we expected.
Yeah, that happens. You know, you just gotta keep moving.
It was a good experience.
It was so much fun to watch. I think that's the game I would go back to.
Yeah.
Because I remember looking back on the highlights on YouTube from Baller Tribe.
Yeah.
And just every time I watch it, it's like I'm watching it for the first time, and it's so intense.
It's crazy.
From like Blue scoring touchdowns to the other team getting interceptions.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I'm guessing, does the entire team get punished when someone throws an interception in the game?
No, it doesn't really. Just, you know, we're kind of just like, okay, it happened. Defense, get out there. Let's, you know, do the same thing. Let's get a fumble and, you know, get on with that. The only time the entire team gets punished if, you know, we all do something wrong. You know, let's just say there was a fight and we all did go out there and continue to fight. That's a punishable thing that we would do.
So like coaches forgive interceptions.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's nice.
It happens.
Yeah. My thing keeps falling. I'm just gonna take it off. I don't know who took this off, and I tried to put it back on earlier. With, you know, what are some, like, what's your worst, like, what do you hate the most doing during practice?
Conditioning. Yeah, I'm not a big conditioning guy, including when it's, you know, 109 outside. So I think that would be the worst. Or just, you know, anything that's really fast-paced. Like our offense is fast-paced. When we go against them, I get tired easy, but that's what conditioning is for.
Nice. So on your varsity career, have you ever received a fumble and like gained the ball back to us?
Absolutely. You know, I almost got one yesterday too. I had stripped the ball and they said that he was down. He wasn't. We can go,
Go watch the film later.
Go watch the film
critique
later.
it later.
I could tell you that I had the ball out before he even fell on the ground.
What I know, like, football is a super fast-paced game, and you got to be thinking fast.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like QB. I don't think I could ever do QB because he constantly looking. He's like watching his back. He's doing all kinds of things. What is your mind going through when you get to the fumble?
Oh, it's going through so much. It's just like, okay, do I get up and run? Do I stay on the ground? You know, are they gonna call it incomplete? You know, like, it's just so much going through your head that I think it just all comes into one thought of like, oh, I have the ball in my hands. You know what I mean? It's kind of just instinct that if you see field, go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like there's too many people around you, and you know everyone's finna jump on the ball at 1 second. Just jump on it, stay on it, don't move.
Yeah. So those dog piles that you see there, they look pretty intense. Are they?
It's actually pretty funny because, you know, it's quiet under people. You know, like people are like soundproof.
Yeah.
So being at the bottom of a pile, people are just talking. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there talking to the other team like, I have the ball. No, I have the ball. You know.
So it's just like a back and forth argument on who has the ball.
Yeah, and then whatever happens, it's like if you're at the bottom of the pile with the ball, the refs can't see that. So it's a fight under people to see who has the ball. Not who jumped on it first, but let's just say like I jumped on it and the ball's in my hands and I have it like this and you're at the bottom with me and you grab the ball from me, then it's your ball.
Oh,
so it's just whoever gets up with it at that point.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like whoever got it and went down with it.
No, it's just whoever the ref sees with the ball first.
Okay.
You know, or if they saw that I came down with it at first, then they'll call it like that. But if they didn't, they kind of just wing it.
Have the refs made some calls that you don't agree with?
Oh, always. They had the one yesterday where, of course, it was a fumble. You know, they had an illegal formation yesterday as well. But refs are refs. I can't really do anything about them.
Yeah. What's an illegal formation?
They had 7 O-linemen. They had a center, a guard, and a tight end. And then they had the center, then a guard, then a tackle, another tight end, another tight end, and a receiver, all on the line. You can't do that.
Oh, okay. How many people are allowed on the line?
Hold on. Center, a guard, a tackle, then a center, a guard, a tackle, and a tackle. I mean, and a tight end. Or you can have tight ends on both sides. But you can't have that many people on one side.
Okay. So they didn't call anything about it?
Nope.
Dang. That must have been upsetting.
Yeah, and they scored on that drive, too.
So, man, you just got to learn with it, take it, and move on with it.
Yep.
Who do y'all play next week?
Cy Ranch, I think.
Cy Ranch. Are we expecting a dub again?
Yeah, I'm always expecting a dub, but they're a pretty good team, so just gotta play it by ear.
Just gotta play hard, think smart.
Yep.
I know Carson got injured at Bridgeland game. How did he do last night?
He did great. He had a couple of touchdowns. You know, he was playing like an NFL QB last night. He was just doing amazing.
Yeah, I saw one of the plays where he was getting like swarmed by like 4 different people, and he still threw the ball down the field, and that was intense.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know either. I couldn't do it.
No, it looks like I just fold under the pressure. Because like you get the ball, and like you have like a split second to think before it's time to go.
Yep.
And then you have to find someone open.
Well, luckily Carson is Carson. He can do everything.
Carson's really good at football.
Yep.
And we're lucky to have him.
Absolutely.
We're lucky to have all of you guys on a team.
Yep.
What's the most anticipated game of this season, do you think?
Either Tombo Memorial or Oak.
I was thinking Oak too.
You know, Oak is just our rivalry. We just have a rivalry with Oak. You know, Klein High's been talking a lot. I'm not really worried about them.
We beat them 3 years already.
Yeah, so I'm not really worried about them. But at Tombo Memorial, we lost to them last year. I think we're trying to get our revenge this year.
Did you hear about the Oak game last night?
I did.
Against Spring, they went 49-0.
Oh, that was horrible.
I think I don't want to talk bad about them, but maybe they're taking the seniors leaving a little bit harder than others.
Yeah, I think so.
But it is a hard thing to deal with, and then you got to like adjust around
Spring is also a really good team. So.
Yeah. Do we face Spring at all?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. What are we ranked at in the district right now?
I don't know. We're 1-1, so probably right in the middle somewhere.
We shooting for top?
We're always shooting for top.
Okay.
We're shooting for district champions.
Do we get anything special for district champions?
A golden ball.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been injured seriously?
I've broken my hip and then dislocated my shoulder. Everything you could think of: wrists, fingers, ankles. Football's a hard sport.
Did you have to relocate the shoulder yourself, or did you have someone else do it?
Oh, I had our trainer do it. He came up and just popped it right back in.
It hurts.
Oh yeah.
I dislocated, I think it was this finger one time, and I had to relocate it myself.
Yeah.
Because my dad's like, I'm not taking you to the doctor.
If you look, actually, most of my fingers are broken.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's broken. This one's broken. This one's broken. This one's broken.
So you just let them heal naturally?
Yep. There's nothing I could do about it. I put a splint on it. They're still gonna be broken. So it doesn't hurt though.
Yeah.
I have padded gloves on. So.
What's the pads, like having the shoulder pads and all the gear on, feel like?
Just feel like you're carrying a baby almost. Like they're very light. I think the heaviest thing you have on is your helmet, just because it's metal in some parts. But it just feels like like you're carrying a little baby on your shoulders.
So do those make it like not hurt when you get tackled or like chucked?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. You feel it a little bit, but it's not like a serious pain. It's kind of just like, I think the most hurt you get is like a ringing noise because your helmet.
So, have any of the major like good football players on the team got like hurt with like a concussion or anything?
I think everyone has at this point. Concussions are just a thing in football where you just put your head down wrong and
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah. You've had one?
I've had too many.
Too many?
I think if I get a couple more, then I don't allow me to play football anymore.
Oh, be careful out there. It'd be a shame to see you go.
I know. Thank you.
Senior year, you have any exciting plans?
No, not really. Just kind of get through it. Get on with my life.
It's a big year. Lots of changes happening.
Yeah, senioritis is really hitting.
It's hitting hard. I stayed up one night till 11:30 doing homework for government because I decided not to do it in class because I was like not wanting to do it. I regretted it that night.
I didn't get home until around 11:30. Didn't go to bed until 1 last night. So I'm just running off of that donut I just ate a few seconds ago.
Those donuts were good though.
Yeah, very.
You got any questions or anything?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Tempest Podcast Radio. We'll see you next time.
See you.